I don't think I'd ever found myself filming a video intro with 2 fallow bucks behind me fighting and about 80 animals on a deer leg, but here I am. If you want to see how this week unfolds, stick around. Early start this morning, 4:30 AM. We're up under the bottom of these big hills we're going to hunt today, and we can hear 2 red deer roaring. No fallow yet. Contouring this hill line at the moment. It's really pretty. Across the valley there's a whole heap of cloud blowing over the range, which is quite nice, and we can hear a couple of reds roaring on the other side. Got a mob of pigs down in under this tree, and up here in that grass we've got at least 2 red deer on that opposite face, and we've got another one up around this corner here, probably a few hundred metres away. We've got a red next saddle over, I'd say about 300 metres up. A little bit of elevation over us. He's having a bit of a go, so we're heading that way. There has been a fallow over there having a few croaks, but they're very few and far between, and we've got more reds on the other side of the valley over there. Stag come across this little gap here in a hurry. You probably won't hear it on this mic, but there's one up there roaring now, and we've got another one over to the left letting out a few moans, so it's pretty exciting stuff down in here. There's still a stag roaring up here, but you wouldn't believe it. Have you ever had a hunt ruined by a tree falling over? Well, I have now. We had a group of does in the gully down underneath us and a stag on the other face. He was coming straight in, he was all amped up. Bloody tree fell over the hill running up the gully, so we've had a bit of a chuckle. But there's more animals in here, we'll keep hunting. all masked up in the mist. We've got 2 red deer roaring up in front of us on this hillside. The wind's pretty good. It's exciting stuff. I do love this. It's funny how it goes from really quiet for about half an hour, then these 2 fellas arced up, game on again. He's getting unhappy. We're right up in the clouds now. We're trying to get around those 2 stags that were above us. We got an angle, a little bit of eyes on. There's a few animals up there, but the wind's not great. The angle was terrible and they had a lot of elevation on us up on top of a cliff face. So we're going to loop right back around and try and get on top of them. Bloody cockatoos. Bastards of things. If you can hear me over them, I'm pretty sure we've just been busted by those deer. We had a bit of a bark up above us. The wind's really swirling off this ridgeline, so we've made the decision to back down the hill. No one ever likes to climb a hill and then go back down it, but that's what we're going to do. We're concerned that if we continue up that ridgeline where the deer were, and they're not there, so basically for no reason, down underneath us is going to get all centered out by us. So we're going to back out, continue with the plan, get down on this hillside lower and continue to contour around. A couple of pigs down in here. They're only probably 20 metres away. They're trying to get in a bit closer. No, I think we've been busted. They're good fun though. We've just come in on this big wallow, but as you can see, it's dry. There's been a little bit of activity here, but nothing fresh. We've worked our way around this valley. We've come down onto some more what is usually some wallows, and they're dry as well, so a little bit of a shame. We're in this really thick shit at the moment. There's a couple of animals moving around in here. A few bings and bashes in the timber, but we're going to be doing well to get onto them in here. These girls just moved off above him. We just pushed a reasonably tidy buck off this scrape. He certainly wasn't a bad animal, but it's only early. We've got high expectations, and he's got a great little spot in here. It's really shady, nice breeze and a good outlook behind us, so certainly put themselves in the right position to control their little domain anyway. We've just stopped for a bite to eat. It's the middle of the day. We've made the stupid decision to climb the biggest hill in the area. As you do, there's still a couple of reds moaning and groaning up there, so we're going to loop back around the valley right up on the skyline. Vegemite scroll for lunch. I bet you'd like to see the view. Too bad. We're getting our asses handed to us climbing up this hill. I'm not going to lie, it's a bloody steep one. I think that's the top. I bloody hope so. How good is that? We've made it up to our skyline and there is a red deer roaring right in that stand of timber. Bloody glad there's something up here after that climb. You guys hear that? It's thick as shit in here. We got busted by a couple of does and a double 5 spiker sort of thing ran off over that way. We're not too worried about him. But we've got another animal down underneath us still roaring. We've got pigs coming through just above us. Just up there. Probably 30, 35 metres away. Bait's going to get some footage of these pigs now. They're still all up in this thick spiky bush, but good fun to play with them anyway. Well, this will be funny. He's about 5 or 6 metres from this bloody pig. Big clown. Just sitting here, minding my own business, eating my Pringles. Quite a crinkly packet, and we've just had a fallow doe and 2 fawns come up between those trees behind the camera there. Pretty sure I got some good footage. We're just going to perch ourselves here for a couple of hours, let the day cool off a bit. It's about 2 o'clock, so around 4 o'clock we're going to head down this big long spur and basically loop back where we came up this morning in reverse. That's a good red deer scrape there. Just contouring this ridge line, we're right on the back boundary of the property. We've only seen a couple of fallow does with fawns up in here. We did see one little spiky fallow buck that crossed over into the neighbours, but yeah, nothing of note. There were a few red deer down in here earlier making a bit of a moan and groan, but it's really quiet. It's cool, it's not hot at all. It's probably only about 15 degrees up here, and yeah, we thought we might have seen a little bit more than this. We haven't seen nor heard any deer in about an hour, so what's a fella to do? Better shoot a pig. That'll be all she wrote for today, I think. It's been really quiet for about the last 2 hours. We've walked around a massive basin, haven't heard any croaks, and no more roars, which is really unusual. It's very windy, but that doesn't normally bother these deer. Anyway, there's always tomorrow.